Welcome! In the last class, we described motion using position, velocity, and acceleration. Today, we ask a deeper question. What causes motion to change? Why does something speed up, slow down, or turn? In daily life, we push, pull, or hit objects to change their motion or shape. We don't see force, but we see its effect, like starting, stopping, changing speed or direction, and changing shape. Two equal and opposite forces on an object balance out, there's no change in motion. If forces are unequal, the unbalanced part changes the object's state, making it start, stop, or accelerate. On rough floors, friction opposes motion. If your push equals friction, nothing happens. Push a bit harder, your push becomes larger than friction. Now there's an unbalanced force and the box moves. Galileo's insight. Galileo imagined a smooth marble rolling down and up ramps. With less and less slope on the second ramp, the marble would travel farther and on a perfectly level, frictionless surface it would keep moving forward at constant speed. Motion does not need a continuous push. Changes in motion do. Newton's first law. So the first law says an object at rest stays at rest and an object in uniform straight line motion stayed in that position. And motion, unless acted upon by an unbalanced external force, and we call this tendency inertia. Now let's get to know about the everyday inertia. When a bus stops suddenly, your body lurches forward because it wants to keep moving. And when a bus starts suddenly, you tend to fall backward because your body wanted to stay at rest. Seatbelts apply a force to change your state smoothly. Coin and card. Place a coin on a card resting on a glass. A sharp flick slides the card away and the coin drops straight into the glass. Its inertia kept it at rest while the card moved. Inertia and mass. Heavier objects are harder to start or stop. They have more inertia. Mass measures inertia. Kicking a football changes its motion easily. Kicking a stone of the same size barely moves it. Momentum and second law. To judge impact, we need both mass and velocity. Momentum combines them and gives P equals to m into v. Direction of momentum is the direction of velocity and unit is kilogram meter per second. Second law from delta P to F. Second law states that the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the applied unbalanced force and in its direction. F is directly proportional to delta P. With standard units, this becomes F equals to m into A. Why giving time reduces force? A fielder pulls hand back while catching a fast ball. By increasing the time taken to stop the ball, the rate of change of momentum becomes smaller. So the force on the hand reduces. Worked example 1. A constant force acts on a 5 kg object for 2 seconds and changes its speed from 3 meter per second to 7 meter per second. What is the force? Let's get to know. It is compute acceleration. A equals to v minus u in brackets divided by equals to 7 minus 3 divided by 2 gives 2 meter per second square. Then force equals to m into A equals to 5 into 2 equals to 10 Newton. If the same force acts for 5 seconds starting from 3 meter per second, the speed becomes v equals to u plus 5 divided by m into t equals to 3 plus 10 divided by 5 into 5 gives 13 meter per second. Worked example 2. Which needs a greater force? 2 kg at 5 meter per second square or 4 kg at 2 meter per second square? F equals to m into A. Ratio 10 Newton versus 8 Newton gives 2 kg at 5 meter per second square needs more force. Third law. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction on a different object at the same time. Forces pumped in pairs. Spring balance demo. Connect two spring balances, pull one. Both show the same reading. Each pulls the other with equal magnitude in opposite direction. Walking, recoil, and both. To walk, your foot pushes the ground backward. The ground pushes you forward. Firing the gun pushes the bullet forward and the gun backward. Jumping off a boat pushes the boat backward as you move forward. Misconception fix. Do action and reaction cancel? No, because they act on a different object. The road's push on you doesn't cancel your push on the road. They influence different accelerations depending on each object's mass. Reading a velocity time graph and force. From a velocity time graph, the slope gives acceleration. If a 20-gram ball's speed decreases uniformly from 0.20 meter per second to 0 in 10 seconds, acceleration is minus 0.02 meter per second square. Force from acceleration. Then force is F equals to m into A, with m equal to 0.020 kg. F equals to 0.020 into minus 0.02 gives 0.0004 Newton. Negative just means the force is opposite to motion, like friction. A equals to minus 0.02 meter per second square. Recap, quiz, and wrap up. Let's quickly summarize what we learned. Balanced and unbalanced forces explain why objects start or stop moving. Newton's first law tells us about inertia, and mass measures how strong that inertia is. Momentum is simply mass multiplied by velocity. Newton's second law connects force, mass, and acceleration with the formula F equals to m into A. And Newton's third law reminds us every action has an equal and opposite reaction, always acting on different bodies. Here's one more worked example. A 2 kg ball moving at 5 meters per second is stopped in 0.5 seconds. Find the average force applied. Step 1. Initial momentum P equals to m into V equals to 2 into 5 gives 10 kg meter per second. Step 2 is final momentum equals to 0. Step 3 is change in momentum equals to minus 10. And step 4 is force equals to delta P divided by delta T gives minus 10 divided by 0.5, which gives minus 20 Newton. So the average force is 20 newtons opposite to motion. Now let's test your understanding with a few quick questions. Pause the video, think, and then check the answers. Common mistakes. Students often confuse action and reaction as cancelling out, but remember, they act on different objects, so don't cancel. Another common mistake is forgetting to write units. Always include Newton for force, kilogram meter per second for momentum. Extra practice problem. Here are some practice problems for you to try. Practice and reflection. Now it's your turn. Pause the video after each question and try it in your notes. Once you've written your answer, play the video again to check the solution. Also, look around your daily life and note down at least 2 action or reaction examples you see, like pushing a wall, walking, or rowing a boat. Try these safe home experiments. Place a coin on a card and flick the card. The coin falls straight down, showing inertia. Or make a balloon rocket on a string to see action-reaction in action. Well done! Today, you understood Newton's law of motion with examples, problems, and activities. Keep observing forces around you. Science is everywhere. If you like this video, subscribe and share your favorite examples of action reactions in the comments.